Teaching your own babe to drive is the most frustrating. I can relate. Hey! You were driving us into a trailer and you're asking me why my voice was high. This is my story.
Yeah, we got this. It's that time again.
I am Yetunde and dropping Mrs. OMG. My lovely husband, you know, in my OMG. And together you can call us the OMG. Sit back, relax, and sip your tea. We keep you company.
Welcome to our channel, OMG. Welcome to our channel, OMG. Welcome to our channel, OMG. Welcome to our channel, OMGs. OMGs, 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 OMGs.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching our video today. But before we start, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. Say
Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Yetunde and this is Emmanuel.
You already know.
Yeah, so let's get into it. No long story because he's always got stories. Today's what are you talking about?
You already know. When I show, everybody flows. Because my flows, it makes you know that it is more than what the nose got hose that pours water into the garden, not the one in Eden, because you are heathens. Get it? Alright, thank you.
I'm not a heathen. Sorry, it might be.
I mean, what's the meaning of heathen?
As in calling you guys heathens.
What's the meaning of heathen?
It's like saying someone that you sinners. Heathens.
No, heathens just means humans.
Okay, let's Google. You know, like we like to check the meaning of things on here. Heathens.
Kí o máa lọ rap wo? Mi person no rap well. Check it then.
Ọ̀rọ̀ bá ti pọ̀ jù. When the talk is too much.
Wọ́n ló sọ̀rọ̀ ní ẹ̀mí àti ẹ̀sìn. Check oya heathen.
Heathen. Derogatory. That's what it says. It's a noun that's derogatory. A person who does not belong to a widely held religion, especially one who is not Christian, Jew, or Muslim, as regarded by those who do. My brother and I were raised as my grandma put it as heathens.
I know vex.
So
make it just flex. Because stress, all of us.
It's okay before you say something else.
Beings and with the chop beans.
Anyway.
So, I don't know now.
So today what we're talking about. There was this tweet that went viral.
Because now I don't they fear you now. So you feel just bring another. Should be okay. I ate on our wedding day, but I've heard it's okay. Because now I don't understand. This is your police catching thing that you're just doing. What tweet? Kilo to shell again. Oh yeah, tell me from the beginning. What did I do this time around? Because anytime you talk like this, I know it's something about me. Oh yeah,
first of all, everything is not about you. I know. Shocking. It's not always about you. Can you believe that? Second of all, use your that calls that one. I'm not even talking about that. I've moved on. Anyway, today the tweet was. Oh my God. So this is the tweet. So the lady said, the woman that tweeted that my husband told me you're more intelligent not to understand this simple thing.
Didn't I say it?
I parked and
let's see where this thing is going to land. Sorry.
I parked and told him to drive his car. Another one. One time I was teaching my wife, she was about to ram us into a wall and she asked me, should I turn? I said no, enter the wall. So these are tweets that, I don't know who started it, but there's a series of tweets of couples that have either experienced being taught, like mainly women being taught by their husbands, and husbands that have been or trying to teach their wives how to drive.
Every day one problem or the other for this Lagos.
Woo! Boy, could I relate. Boy, could I relate.
So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, so the direction of this your talk, where is it facing? What? Okay, so why are you?
I want us to talk about the fact that you know we can only share our experiences, but you guys, thank God, my husband's a wonderful man. He got me a car for our anniversary, which is great. If you've seen in the video. Anyway, let me finish.
Landing.
So you know, like I can drive. It's just I didn't pass my test in England. due to just being fearful. I did 3 driving tests.
Sorry, can you repeat what you just said? You can drive, but you didn't pass your test. Which
happens.
Test? Which particular? What's the name of the test?
Oh, whatever.
Sorry, please. No verse now.
No.
Is it physics test or biology test? No. But what's the name? Okay, what's the name? Oh yeah, but what's the name? No. What is the name? What is the name of this test that you did not pass? You have to say it. No. You have to be transparent to our viewers.
The thing
you have to show
I've already
everything.
said it.
You just say you didn't pass the test.
You can rewind.
No. You didn't say. You said you didn't pass the test. No, babe. No. Calm down. Calm down. Modi is my waist. Calm down. You say you didn't pass the test.
Anyway,
what's the name of this?
So
no man should
I did it 3 different times, and
what's the name of this test now? Please.
Stop.
Oh yeah, I'm begging. Please.
No, don't beg me.
Please. You just say you did not pass test.
Yes.
What's the name of the test?
Rewind so you can remember.
Wait, come back. They should say the name of the test. No.
I did.
You just say you didn't pass the test.
Anyway, we're talking about driving. So anyway.
What's the name of the test? Driving
so
test.
what was I saying?
You say you can drive, but you did not pass driving test.
Can I ask, what driving test did you do, sir? What driving test did you do? Anyway.
There's a difference between you didn't do driving test and you did not pass driving test. Continue.
No, shano me.
Continue.
What was I saying before I was rudely interrupted? So yeah, I always get nervous under pressure, so I just would do the most ridiculous things when it came to the day of the test. So I just said that, you know what, maybe driving is not for me. So I've not driven for like 6 years, 7 years. And I didn't even want to try because I actually had a fear. I learned how to drive with manual. So every time I do a test, I had like 2 separate driving instructors. They would be like, they thought I was ready. When I would now come to the day of the test and I would fail, they were like, what happened? I remember when I came out of the test center the wrong way. So I already failed when I came out, and they still made me do a whole half an hour. Anyway, so I was always nervous and all of that stuff, but thank God. So I was like, babe, I know the basics. I passed my theory test. I've not passed my, practical driving, but I know the basics when it comes to driving. I wanted to get driving school in Nigeria, but all the cars look like they are entrapments for death, and I reject that in my life. The ones I've been seeing is like, oh my God, it's anyway, like I said, they look like death traps. Driving school, you people need to do better. I understand, so because someone is alone doesn't mean that they want to be using their feet to start the car. Anyway. So I said, okay. My husband said that I can be driving. He'll be there next to me, and you just basically helping me to boost my confidence. Oh my God! Never, ever would I recommend spouses to teach each other how to drive. Ever. What did I do wrong? You were so impatient, incredibly impatient, when you feel like you don't even know somebody. As in, I was very cautious because again, I was scared, I was nervous. So maybe I'm driving, babe, it's too slow now. What's taking you so long? Somebody is coming now. You're taking too long. I was like, bro, this is only the second time. You'll be in the car, you'll be driving and just facing something that is coming in front of us, I'm just facing like this, and I'm like, chauffeur, kajam kini. You'll be like, I know, I'm still going to turn. Okay, so I should wait till the dead minute. Do you know, I can see you. And one of those tweets even said, I was like, was this guy there when this was happening? One of the tweets person, show me the tweets. I need to read that particular tweet. Open the about driving into the wall. I need to read this particular one. Because when I now saw this, I was now like, not be only me this thing. He said one time I was teaching my wife. She was about to ram us into the wall. And she asked me, should I turn? I said, enter the wall. This is not even the one I'm looking for. But there are plenty. Well, told her use your head. I didn't even tell you use your head. Let her use your. I didn't abuse you. His face would be like swollen bread. He'll just be looking at me. My face like swollen bread. Oh my God, boom me back to back. Lori. Okay. But I'm just saying that he wouldn't talk to me, and I'd be like, what did I do wrong? She was Shane. Did I offend you? But no, I'm fine. It's okay. I think we should just go back now. This one says, I still don't know how to drive.
and I blame Ahmed. I think Ahmed is her maybe boyfriend. Yeah, the guy offered to teach me. Yet in less than 2 minutes, he told me, "Stop this car, my friend," and returned me to the passenger seat. He looked at me like I was a murderer on top baby goats that I didn't actually hit. Chengbo, like the way they trivialize these things. Teaching your own babe to drive is the most frustrating. I can relate. You were driving us into trailer, and you're asking me why my voice was high. This is my story.
No, it
she was not
isn't.
driving us into trailer.
Exactly.
But,
You
like,
were, I barely came out of the compound and you were.
Then again, another one that was just annoying me. Like you keep asking me the same question back to back. Like at least you asked me that question up to 20 times.
What question?
Am I driving on the right lane? Because obviously, you know,
I'm
she learned in the
conscious.
UK, so you
Yeah.
know their lane is the opposite way and everything. But you've asked me, yes, no, let it be right. Let it be
But if
everything. You are still asking. I'm like, okay.
But if
So
I
and the
was
way, no,
sure.
wait. And the way I answered, I'm like, oh yeah, you said, look, where's your left? Where's your right? Well, where? Because if you need to be asking me each time that you are driving, then what if I'm not there? So I'm like, or what's Yeda? Or what to Yeda? Where's, oh yeah, use your hand. Where should you be driving? Do you understand? And this is me trying to help you use things that you use in recollecting when it's.
That wasn't
do you
helpful.
understand?
That just it was patronizing one.
Anyways.
And no, it was patronizing. And I
It's not
felt-
patronizing.
It was for me.
I was frustrated.
Yeah,
But
and I felt patronized. You
It's
get
not patronized. I was frustrated, but I was managing my frustration. I was managing my frustration
thought you were.
in a matured way. Yes, of course. I should have just said. I should have just said.
That was petty.
No, I could have just said. Kí ló ń forí? Kí ló ń fo? Ṣé tí ẹ di? Ṣé àtàárọ̀ tí mo sọ fún ẹ? Ṣé o mọ what's where you don't know your right different from your left by this?
You know, it's well accepted.
No, I just said babe. I'm sure I even said babe. I'm sure I said babe. I said babe. Where's your left hand?
That's
Where's your right hand? Okay, Nigerian driving.
There was
where is
no
it?
babe.
Nigerian driving. Where is it? Do
Your
you
face was
understand?
like stormy. You were fuming, as I could see the frustration. Like you know, it's like anger.
But seriously, I would have personally, from our experience and from a lot of things I've read, I don't know if there are people that have it different, but I would advise
Don't do
that
it. Please don't do
a
it.
spouse should not be the one to teach. A man spouse should not be the one to teach his female spouse how to drive. I don't know about women to men. I think women are more patient. I don't know. Although when women decide to have bad mouth too, it's horrible. But husbands, don't be the one to teach your wife how to drive. Do you understand? Two ways. Because using our own story, first of all, I think as the wife, you will expect some kind of, because this is your husband, this guy is supposed to love you and everything, so you expect some kind of compassion from this guy. Meanwhile, this is not a love playing center. Do you understand? This is
where is the compassion?
And it can be, especially for a guy, you've been driving. Do you understand? You know how this thing, so it can be kind of embarrassing. Do you understand?
Why?
I don't know how to explain it,
but
to be in the car with somebody that is not driving like quote and unquote rubbish. Do you understand? And everybody, and we're driving our estate. Do you understand? And people will not be looking at you.
So you were embarrassed of me?
Me, Sobel. I'm just letting people at home know. Do you understand?
But that makes sense.
Let me finish. Let me finish, please. Let me finish.
That was really
so the guy, and so that would be really frustrating for the guy, because, and again, when I've told you, the guy has told you a lot of things, and it's those same things you just keep asking, and you still keep making the same mistake he's talking to you about. It's really frustrating. Now, on wait, let me finish. Now, on the flip side for guys, because you will realize, as I have realized, that you might actually now be the one that is slowing down the progress of your spouse, holding your spouse, because now she drives everywhere herself. Like, she actually does, like, she just, because I just said, what I just said was, babe, do you know what? I can't.
That's a lie, by the way.
What?
And the thing is, on my vlog,
What's the lie?
It's a lie. It did not say do you know how long? Do you know after when you said it Mofomi?
No, I said I wasn't. No, even from the first time, I said I don't want to be the one following you. What does Mofomi mean?
Okay, I thought you mean that you were cool with me, like just driving.
No. For what me cool, I'm not the one that is going to be teaching you or being beside you when you are learning. And I told you to call your girlfriends that can drive.
He was like,
do you understand?
He was basically saying that, you know, you can't drive this car by yourself. You always need to have someone with you.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and that's not even what I started by saying. I was even like, you are not even fit to drive yet
at all. Yes.
So, but in the process of learning, I'm not the one that will sit beside you and be teaching you. Find a neutral person in life, which was a positive step. In as much as, like I said, it's frustrating for the guys. Do you understand? For the guys too, from my own experience, if we had continued on my radar, like the way I'm like, no, you can't do this yet. You can't. She won't still be driving now. Now she's an amazing driver. Like, this is the first time I'm really saying it like that.
But although, like, I think I still get nervous with you in the car. So for now.
So that's why. That's why the husband should never teach the wife. But where I'm getting to is, because I said it personally, at least I said it like, I'm like, okay, I've washed my hand from trying to teach you this thing. Get your friends to come, or we'll tell this our guy that drives us around and everything. And each time they went with her and she drove around within the area and everything, when they came back, they were like, she did pretty well. I'm always, if I would even go and meet them and ask for specifics. I'm like, are you sure you're not saying this?
Yeah, he would ask. So we'd ask that our guy Steve, that, you know, shout out to him, because he was the one that really helped me to kind of, you know, he would sit with me and I would go around and I would really like get the practice in. And he was very, very encouraging. So you would go back to him and be like, really, how was it? Because he'd be like, oh, I'll ask him, how did I do? He's like, you did really well. Like, he was even surprised and this and that. So I picked it up really, really quickly, but I just needed that boost in confidence. Like, I needed that confidence.
But I won't blame me and I won't blame with the guys, because the way I feel now, I understand the way my mom felt too because me too, I was a stubborn, I just picked up a key and would just be, because she didn't want me to start driving when I started driving too. Do you understand? Like, I think I was maybe like from 15 or 16 or thereabouts, you know. And I did a lot of bashing people, not people, like people's cars. I remember, because it was my mom's boss. You know these buses that, and the thing will not enter here. That's what she had now before she bought her car. I'm a boy now. So, and you know this was that J1. Because you will enter J2, 3, 4. Do you understand? So I remember this particular day I was driving from a hill, not a hill, a slopey place. So I was trying to turn out. Then I shall brush them before they could come down. I was on the floor. I knelt down. It was husband and wife. I won't forget, you know. So it's kind of the same experience, and I know the way my mom too. She never wanted me near cars, but now the way I feel and why I'm always really protective is just. Being like I said already, I think it's being overprotective, just being making sure that because I know what I face when I drive. Do you know? It's just like when we walk on the roads, I would prefer me being by the side where the cars are moving and you being in between, because I believe that at least it's me, I can handle myself. Do you understand? But I'm not always there with you when you are driving and stuff.
And these Lagos roads they're not smiling.
Even me, where I be quote and unquote, like, you can't do rubbish with me when I'm driving on the road. Do you understand? I'm like a James Bond. I know what I face. Do you understand? So it comes from a place of worry, not wanting you to just drive by yourself and everything, but at the same time not being able to teach you is a lot of. It's
quite complicated. I think that, you know, they normally say that when it comes to things that, you know, when it comes to teaching, sometimes your family isn't the best because they're the closest to you. That, you know, there's a lot more invested, so they're more worried. They don't want to take risks, and I get it. Some people are good at teaching and they can teach their children, they can teach their spouses, but the majority, like those tweets showed, it's not for everybody.
And again, I dare to say this. I think a main reason why a lot of husbands or a lot of boyfriends have these problems and are impatient with their girlfriends are a lot of us did not learn the way. We didn't go to driving school. Do you understand? So we can't really teach. You can't really give what you don't have. We know how to drive now. Do you understand? But we don't know how we came about knowing how to drive. Do you understand? So you just know that. So to you is because when you are used to something, it's normal now. For example, a major problem I had with you was I'm like, move this thing now. Then when you are moving, it now gets too fast. So because naturally, I'm like, you should already know how to control this thing. You should know when you should put your leg on the brake alone. You are going too fast. You are going too slow. Do you understand? But you are just trying to get it because you are just starting. But in my mind, I'm like, you should know this thing. Why did you climb that cover that fast and everything? So we found ourselves here. We know how to drive and everything, and we just expect that everybody should just grasp it like that. So basically, I think it comes from a place of just being a good teacher. If you can't teach, you can't teach. Do you understand? So as a husband, if you are a good teacher, or if you learned it from school and you know the things you learned, if you know the way they taught you, the technicalities, and you know what to teach, I think your frustration might be easier. It's just the same way
You won't be frustrated.
It's just the same way maybe a Yoruba man that's trying to speak English like me sometimes when I'm trying to get some words and the word is not coming, the way you just, because the English is not there for you to speak. So that's that about that. But I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like you look like a rich auntie when you drive. That time when you were driving with Kemi and she sent the video on Third Mainland.
And I was shocked on Third Mainland.
No, I saw it. You looked nervous, but you drove well. You looked nervous.
Like, yeah, we went on like every bridge.
Because I think that was the first time you were seeing road, free road, just in front of you.
And it was like, gosh, I just kept, and people were just zooming past. I was like,
I was even going to say that day you were still even lucky because there was not much cars. But if you drove on Third Mainland on days that cars they pass, you just But it's not good. Yasha, you've joined the Lagos State Drivers Association. Congrats. But till now, I've not still allowed her drive. When I'm inside the car, even when we're driving our car, I mean go still drive. One of these days.
But I don't even want to be in. I think the one time I did that, I brushed the own car.
Even just in the house, somebody has been driving
in
well.
The compound.
Just to drive. I was in my own car. She was in her own car. She just to drive out because I was just beside her. She brushed my car. I'm sorry. I will be. I don't know. Even I mean, they bring the pressure. But husbands or wives that drive now, did your husband teach you? How was the experience?
Yeah, and
you guys just
do wives? Do you drive your husbands in the car? And what's that like?
But you know the crazy thing? I feel this video has gone on for too long.
Yeah.
When you see women that are Agbero drivers, like do you understand? Like women that
like Kemi.
If you see
Kemi
women will go drive, women go fear.
Kemi is a downfall driver. As in nobody can shake her, and she just like it's just easy.
I feel if your mom drove in Nigeria, she would be like that.
She won't even try and drive in Lagos. She said that it's too. But yeah. You won't feel like that.
Oh, this heat is too much.
Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like if you did and share
your experiences. Share your
experiences and share this video.
Is very interesting.
Yes. Alright guys. And we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Hey guys.
Yeah, thank you for watching our video.
Thank you.
But before you leave, we are forgetting something.
Have you liked this video? Did you like this video?
Did you comment? Have you subscribed to our channel?
Subscribe. And did you hit the notification bell?
You have. Thank you so much. If you haven't, please just do, yeah?
Do that, please.
See you guys on the next video. Bye.
Family, get in the bathroom now!
Bye-bye.